The autoloader, how it works. I've got 12 arrows. They are all gonna fit in the magazine. And it's actually very simple. It took me about 1.5 years to figure out how to do it. But like they said, some things come naturally. Well, nature came a little bit long. It took a little bit longer this time. But hey, just gonna fill them up. Put them all directly in the same order. And the great thing is about, I used a kind of, you can see in the arrow bottom here, there's a slide. And that slide moves over a piece of old iron saw I used to use it as a guiding mechanism. The guiding mechanism I use because the arrows have flights, and you don't want it to land up like this in the trajectory, but you want to exactly move it like that. So that's why I used a small iron saw as a kind of guidance system. So this is 10, 11, 12. Like I said, those are really cheap arrows, but yeah, well, you have to start somewhere if you want to do a project. So the loader, very simple, also has a slide on one end, so it fits over the saw, and then I just push the spring in. And getting the spring right was a little bit tricky, but also that it took me a while to figure out, hey, I'm not a weapons builder, I'm just an ordinary house guy. So, put a wood clamp on it, just to make it stick a little bit. And then you've got your completely bow. As you can see here at the top, the thing is loaded. On the back side, not. So I move it back, pull it out, and there your first arrow is loaded. Okay. So put it in my vise here. Some guys at the local archery shop were nice enough to give me totally free of charge a string so I could test it. And this is how it works. The first arrow comes out at the top. I'll move it back a little bit, you can see it. Now I sling it back, and the next arrow comes out. Sling it back, it loads, next one. And so it goes on and on and on until all the arrows are out of the gun. It's empty. Really took me 1.5 years. Pretty sad, don't you think? Anyway, now that this all works, the next thing I need to do is start gluing the complete thing together. Put some wood vices on it. Making sure it rests for a few days, and after a few days I can glue some things at the top. There's a nice piece of wood coming here. There's a piece of wood coming also at the back to get my chin rest a little bit higher, because what I found out is that an air gun is something totally different as a crossbow, and that's probably why they call it different, but hey, took me a bit to figure out. And the bottom part for the magazine, because now it's held together with a wood clamp and it needs to have a kind of hinge, so I can click it open. If I have it like this, I would click it open, put the arrows in, click it back, lock it, and done. So next to the third part.